Wow, friends! I have breaking news once again today. There is a new fourth stimulus check update, and state officials and congressional lawmakers are working together to allocate more money towards these new crisis relief programs. Many taxpayers could see a big bonus refund check in just a few weeks. That payment may be worth about $200. Friends, do make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the complete details. I will also be giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. Please enter the giveaways by clicking and liking several of my videos, and also comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. During the months of October, November, and December, I will be giving away surprise $200 gift cards to those of you that have been in this community for several months. It is a simple way of me saying thank you so very much for being here every day. All right, friends. So residents of Massachusetts are expecting tax refunds from the state and could see an additional $170 if a proposal from state lawmakers succeeds in rewriting a 1980s tax cap law that they say disproportionately benefits the Commonwealth's wealthiest residents. The proposal, announced by State Representative Mike Connolly last week, would overhaul the contours of Chapter 62F, capping the maximum tax refund to $6,500, compared to the current formula in which residents earning north of $1 million could receive returns beyond $20,000. Refunds are equal to about 13% of an individual's personal income tax liability, meaning that the state's lowest earners could receive a credit of only $9 or nothing at all if they do not pay any income tax. Representative Connolly and fellow lawmakers propose excess state funds, as nearly $3 billion must still be returned to taxpayers. State officials say that would be evenly redistributed to all eligible taxpayers. According to a recent analysis, that translates to roughly $170 boost for Massachusetts taxpayers who paid at least $1 in income taxes. But if the refunds were extended to all individuals who filed tax returns in 2021, even those with $0 in income tax payments, the bump would be closer to $140. One lawmaker told reporters this week, "It is a meaningful change for taxpayers, but not life-changing." When the Massachusetts legislature, holding only informal sessions for the duration of this year, a single vote could topple the proposal. The Baker administration may finally begin mailing the checks out to residents next month. While lawmakers attempt to modify Chapter 62F, it could make a dent in redirecting the state's windfall to Massachusetts residents who need much more financial assistance. Economists argue it doesn't go far enough. One economist said the stalled tax relief package, which included one-time $250 stimulus checks and permanent increases to the child care and dependent care tax credits, among other measures for renters and seniors, may create a more equitable, long-term impact for a struggling household. Please let me know if your state or city has provided its residents with additional form of relief. The latest data from the Labor Department shows that inflation in the U.S. accelerated in September. It has kept the cost of housing and everyday needs very high and ensures that the Federal Reserve will raise interest rates, likely aggressively. Though consumer prices, excluding volatile food and energy costs, jumped 6.6% in September from a year ago. That is the fastest such pace in 4 decades. Some expenditures are cheaper than they were during the same time last year. Friends, the keyword for this video is Crystal Lake. If you would like to enter the next Walmart gift card giveaway, please make sure you click and like several of my videos and then comment below this keyword, which is Crystal Lake, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And do make sure, friends, that you are subscribed to my channel. In grocery stores, where the prices of many items have increased by 10% to 20% year over year. Uncooked beefsteaks are down nearly 5%. The cost of fresh vegetables are up roughly 9%, but tomatoes are down 1% since last year. Some entertainment and recreation expenditures have seen a price decline as well. The cost of many of the items outlined by the Labor Department are also starting to decline. That's based on month-to-month data. That includes breakfast cereals, eggs, milk, coffee, and gasoline. But still, declining prices across some expenditures do not diminish the pressure of rising inflation. The September inflation numbers essentially guarantee that the Fed will raise its key short-term rate by 3/4 of a point for a fourth straight time when it meets in early November. The Fed has already raised its key short-term rate by 3 percentage points since March 2022. That is the fastest pace of hikes since the early 1980s. Those increases are intended to raise borrowing costs for mortgages, auto loans, and business loans, and also to cool inflation by slowing our economy. At their last meeting in late September, Fed officials had projected that by early next year, they would raise their key rate to roughly 4.5%, which would be the highest level in 14 years. Economists say that until consumer demand slows further, forcing more companies to compete on price, costs for many goods will likely stay very high. Well, my great and dear friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me here every day when I post a video. And I truly hope that you found this information helpful. The winner of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Rodney Owens. Congratulations, my dear friend. To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message, or please message me on my Facebook page. Thank you, dear friends, and have a wonderful and blessed day.
Abstract problem or something that will happen in the future. To address the problem, we must first understand it and recognize that the problem exists. And the policies of this administration do not seem to understand that there is a real crisis up ahead if we don't take steps now to change the trajectory. I have a chart here beside me, and a few of the other speakers have mentioned this tonight. The amount of spending that this administration has incurred above the $4 to $5 trillion that we spend in the federal government every year. This is an outline of the major policies, starting with the American Rescue Plan and on, with student debt is most recent. $4.8 trillion, $4.8 trillion in less than 2 years in office. $4.8 trillion. It seems like the response of this administration to every problem is just to throw money at it. And it's money we don't have. The response is to print money and to take money, to spend the money of our future generations. He did this with the American Rescue Plan, $1.9 trillion. At that time, Democrat economist Larry Summers said that was the worst macroeconomic policy of 40, the worst macroeconomic policy, and a mistake that would end in double-digit inflation, and he ended up being exactly right on that. His response to helping veterans recovering from burn pits, which was once a strong bipartisan policy that I was proud to support, but his response was to throw $667 billion in new mandatory spending at the problem, ignoring bipartisan alternatives that were responsibly paid for and doubling the fiscal impact of the VA in the process. $4.8 trillion in less than 2 years in office. So why are we talking about this tonight? And why are some more and more, a growing number of members in Congress concern